Number 18. I don't know why I'm doing this for, but it's number 18. This one's a little weird. And why do I say it's a little different? Sorry, camera issues. I keep apologising, but I don't. I only get one shot at these videos, so if it doesn't, if it doesn't work, then I'm stuffed. All right, this beer is called Gunnera, and it's from Sailor's Grave Brewing. There's not much point showing you. It's a very pretty looking can. I think pictures of trees and stuff. It says on the front rhubarb, strawberry, Chardonnay lees, and wild fennel pollen. So rhubarb strawberry's pretty straightforward. Wild fennel pollen's pretty straightforward. If you don't know what Chardonnay lees in wine, since they're mentioning Chardonnay and lees, is normally dead yeast. It's like when you've done a ferment and it's the stuff at the bottom. There is kind of one called, what do they call it? Fine lees or finer lees, where the main lees would be the dead yeast at the end, say if during fermentation and right at the end, and the finer lees is the stuff that falls out a bit more slower. So I guess like if you were cold crashing a beer or something like that, you might call that last bit of yeast the finer lees. I could be totally wrong. I don't know much about wine, but I've heard lees used before in other beers. So I don't know what to expect. It's a fruited sour. I can try and read it. The writing is very small and I've got my distance glasses on, so I have to use a magnifying glass. And I still can't read it because it's too dark in here. I've already gone through the ingredients. Oh, that's all it says. Brewed in deep sour east at Sailor's Grave Brewing, Victoria. This beer is alive and made with all, sorry about the reading, all natural ingredients. Always store cold, drink fresh. As always, store cold, drink fresh, fresh ingredients. If you're getting advice about brewing off someone that keeps telling you to use old ingredients and it'll be fine, get better friends. Get better friends. Fresh, fresh, fresh. I know, we all have to watch our money and use things that are a bit old sometimes. That's okay. But if you got the opportunity, fresh, fresh, fresh. Right, let's get into it. Ooh. Nice looking beer. Haze again. Most of this stuff has haze. Looks like I've got a little bit of junk in it. But being a beer that's made from all these ingredients, then I'm not surprised. Although there's not much. I might have just got a bit of the yeast sediment. There's a nice aroma coming off that. Very different to any of the other beers that I've had out of this thing. Oh, that's really nice. Sweet. I don't know. Lollies or candy. Fruit, it's that soft fruit. And there's a tiny little bit of a tang at the back, and I guess it's a sour, and that's probably where that... Oh, that smells really, really nice. It does. It smells like confectionery. Oh, I could sniff that all day. Being diabetic, I don't eat much sugar these days. And it's like I can feel it going through my body. I think my blood sugars just rose from the aroma. Here we go. And the strawberries there too. And funny, yeah, definite. I'm getting the strawberry. I don't really know what rhubarb smells like. Does it actually smell like anything? I know they used to use it in filler in a lot of foods. Apple pie and things like that. But I don't know what it's like by itself. Right. As a sour, it's barely sour at all. It tastes like strawberry jam to me. there's a light sour to it, but it's really light. This beer I can tell is going to change as it heats and as you sort of sit on it and drink it for a little while. But yeah, front up, straight up, a jam sort of thing with a little bit of a tang. Really, I wanted to say floral, but I hate that word. And it's not floral like potpourri or something. Oh, hang on, hang on. It is kind of reminds me of like maybe a candle shop or something. You know, when you go past a candle shop in the supermarket, not quite, not an expensive one, not a cheap one. I don't know. I think it needs more of something. It either needs to be a little bit more sour or a little bit more beery or a little bit more winey. Just, you know what I mean? Just a notch of something extra would have made it really, really nice. It's kind of, okay, I guess you could say it's balanced between all of them, where I think something, it would be a little bit better and a little bit more challenging in a good way if something else was just a little bit more, like a little bit more Chardonnay-y, or, yeah, more sour would be a good thing. I'm not sure how they soured it up. I'm not sure if it's a natural sour or the yeast thing that everyone uses these days. Look, I am happy sours have backed off a bit, but they've got to the point these days where they're barely sours at all, are they? It's more like saying a light fruited beer. I know I've stopped marking beers, but I don't know where to put this one, because most people know that I'm not the hugest sour fan, but I do appreciate a good one. I really, really do, and I do enjoy a good one. This is getting a little of that dirt is the way the word I'd use. I don't know the fancy words, right? I've been doing this for too long. I learnt them and then forgot them, and I guess that's the farmhousey sort of trademark of that. At the background, there's always this dirt's the wrong word. It's okay. It's okay. If I had to score it, I've stopped scoring. But if I had to score it, when I was just checking what sort of style of beer it was, I did a quick search of it on the phone just before. Actually did some research. That was it though. And I did see on, I don't know if it was Untapped or somewhere, they scored at 3.4, and I'm guessing that's out of 5. And that's probably about right. That's probably about right. I wouldn't score it a 4. Yeah, to me, I'm way more towards the 3 than the 4 out of 5. It's easy drinking. It's a little bit, when I'm saying dirty, passion fruit dirty. This is not going to mean anything. Taste is such a subjective thing and a very personal thing for people. I know, everyone tries to teach their palate things, and you get used to things, but we all taste things different. Yeah, look, it's okay. We're not going any further with this because I'm just repeating myself. About a 3 out of 5. It's drinkable. It's a compliment, isn't it? No, it's nice, but it needs something extra. Like if I brewed this beer, I'd be semi-happy, but it needs something else. That's it, enough. I've repeated myself, and I'll do this again at the end. I don't know why I did it at the start. I was a bit excited about this beer. I thought it was going to be a little bit more out there than it is. It's not as out there as it sounds. But at the same time, it's easy drinking. And I know a lot of people will probably like it. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. I wonder what we got tomorrow. I don't know. Got something there at the end. What was that? Maybe that's the rhubarb. Rhubarb.